Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to CharismaToAC and to this week's episode of It's a Dog's Life. We have not uploaded much for the past couple of weeks because life got in the way yet again of recording episodes, for which I duly apologize. But at times it can't be helped. But we are back now, and we have a group of werewolves who are heading to the Umbra yet again, although to a much wilder place than last time. Oh yes.
Most fun place.
We do need a recap since it's been a little while, so Chris, if you would.
Indeed.
Thank you.
From what I can remember, I did briefly skim through last time's episode, so I know some details. But last time on It's a Dog's Life, we continued in our quest to gain every advantage we could in the upcoming conflict with the forces of the Worm and Pentex in the city of York. We did some research into why Sonderbau, the company that is a subsidiary of Pentex, wants the land that we, the homeless shelter we all live in, is on. And to do this, we actually discovered, among other things, that our searching led us to another rat who we helped feed, and who led us, perhaps unwittingly, to his friend, who happened to be a ratkin, which is basically a were-rat. And we had a tense discussion with the ratkin due to past relations between our species being pretty terrible.
Horrendous, yes.
To understate the matter, but we were able to learn about what might be under there is the crypt, or the final resting place of a particularly violent, potentially worm-tainted Norman. Is it Norman Knight?
Yes.
Who might have some level of power, who might have some artifact or some power that Sonderbau and Pentex want to make use of for corrupting the local area. Because, sometimes it's just better to dig up these things. And the best way to try and find them might be through the battleground realm of the Umbra, which we don't really want to go to, because the battleground is, as the name suggests, in a state of constant war, and even if we are werewolves, it's not a place that you're expected to survive for very long unless you're very, very good at fighting. And, while we're werewolves, we're also bone gnawers. So, I mean, Molly might stand a chance in there, but the rest of us, not so much.
I'm also a fighter.
Yes, but you're also a lover.
I am?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Well, you're a guy.
I don't think we're supposed to do that.
Well, not with other werewolves, but you can be a lover. You can be a lover of other things. So we decided against that for now. We have that information. We passed it on to our pack. We also learned that Old Man York has been in some discussions with the Getters Fenris from up at the Hardrada's Blades in Stamford. The reasons for their discussions are their own, and he kept their privacy, which is understandable. But we decided, and we were tasked with going out and into Pangaea, which we had originally planned to do to try and find the means of counteracting the effects of the Black Sparrow dance we met. To do this, we are going to one of the closest things you can get in Yorkshire to a mountain. I suppose it is technically considered a mountain. It is, by the standards of most mountains, just a very large hill. But it's a place where the spirit of the wild is pretty strong. So we've made our way out in that direction with the intent, as far as we can, using public transport. We're going to have to try and hike the rest of the way, while also finding a place to change out of our clothes, because they're not dedicated, and we don't want to ruin them for when we come back, if we come back.
But yes, we weren't wearing dedicated clothes?
Did I put it in the chat? We mentioned tallest mountain in York. I remember this. I looked this up last time, and it's been so long I've forgotten.
The reason why it wasn't dedicated was you borrowed some stuff that would stand up to hiking around in the wilds.
Right.
High Stittenham, or High Stittenham if you're American,
Yes.
because for some reason you feel the need to pronounce every part of the word correctly.
But High Stittenham is in fact the destination.
Yep.
And you are when you get off the train, it's not that. I mean, once you leave any settled area, you can change out of your clothes and go lupus if that's what you want to do, and just go cross country like that.
Yeah.
That is definitely a possibility.
Okay.
It is probably a good form for travel.
Typically, lupus is, it is considered a travel form by most gurus, so...
Yes.
So there is that opportunity, or that option.
Yes. Travel good for travel and for stealth, which is one of the few positive things I can say about that recent Earthblood video game that they released. Which is, but there you go. So yes.
It was bad, was it?
I mean, it wasn't tear your face off awful. It was adequate.
Okay, fair enough. So, because I haven't tried it, so
yes, I mean,
I'll wait until the price drops significantly on Steam.
Yes, it's all right, but yeah, we weren't expecting miracles. Anyway, yes, so I think we have backpacks to put our clothes in. At the very least, we can put on our backs as lupus.
You can
possibly.
You can put in.
Could we our clothes? We did. I think bought some backpacks or bags that we can carry as lupus.
Yeah, I think you had some that you could carry in your mouths.
That makes sense, obviously.
Otherwise, you'll just have to find a place where you can stash these things.
This
safely.
is true. All right. Then I assume if everyone's okay with it, we'll just make our way up the rest of the way to the mountain in lupus form.
Yeah. That was the plan, wasn't it?
I think so. And you do in fact make it there, primarily traveling during dark hours, because even in having 4 wild wolves running around in daytime in the middle of England in 2021.
Yep.
You would attract some attention, let's put it that way. There are some farmers out there who probably would be a little unhappy about, oh my god, my sheep!
I mean, yeah, mind you,
not Wales.
too
attached to our sheep.
In COVID Britain, you have things like herds of goats wandering through villages, so...
Fair enough.
I mean, it's still weird, but the point is it's one of those things that you'd see posted about on the community news page, and people would laugh at it and then forget about it the next day.
Fair enough.
But no, I do appreciate it. We're traveling stealth anyway, because it's not just happy people on the internet who can spot us and might do stuff. It's also our enemies. So.
Yes, it is.
Wait, we have enemies?
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Rasmus.
No.
Yeah, you make it to the mountain in good order, and getting into the Umbra while there is going to be a little more of an issue, probably, because it's not exactly a place with a lot of mirrors.
We'll have to find some still water or something.
That is an option.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. It's not winter, is it?
No.
No, so ice is out of the question.
Yes.
Then yes, I think Stillwater is our best bet.
Yep.
You come across a derelict farmhouse. It's probably had nobody living there for at least 40 years from the looks of it. But there may be a way in around there. If nothing else, there may be a water trough or something you can use.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it just has to be still. It doesn't have to be like yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Plus, you could stash your clothes there. Nobody would
Very,
find it.
very
That
good.
is also true.
Very true. Let's do that. Okay.
And it's
Yes, we do it.
yeah. So you find this place, and it's as you go through move through the building. Of course, it doesn't smell particularly nice. Everything is moldy and very old, and the building is coming apart from mildew probably. But yeah, there is in fact a courtyard, a small courtyard where you find the sad remains of a Morris Minor that has been standing there since whenever, and it has a rear view mirror in it.
Oh, wonderful.
The only problem with that is that you would actually have to get into the car to move into the Umbra.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, I mean, getting into a car, you say that shouldn't be that difficult.
Sounds to me like we're trying to drive this car into a wall to like get to the Umbra. Like, is that
yeah, I can see what you're angling for, but no.
No, it's more a matter of the mental image of. Obviously, you don't have to be in Krenos form to go through there, but the mental image of a Krenos and a Morris Minor is hilarious.
Oh, it's perfect. It's just so big it has to drive with its head out the window, its tongue lolling in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God this wasn't a Morris Marina, or there'd be a piano falling on it anytime soon.
Are we sure there's no diamonds nearby?
Yes.
Preferably the giant.
Yes.
Yes. It's Yorkshire is not known for its diamonds, unfortunately.
We'll have to go to Antwerp next time.
Yes. It's known for its diamonds in the rough, but its diamonds full stop, not so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'd have to basically lupus puppy pile into the car and try to avoid getting.
Supposedly we can go one at a time, no?
Yeah, we could do. Just as long as you have to just make sure you avoid getting tetanus on the way through.
Although again, the idea of a puppy pile and a Morris Minor is also quite hilarious.
Yes. 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 When someone finds it, is that thing moving? And they go and look at it. Oh, there's puppies. They're actually dogging in there.
Oh dear.
I hate that pun so much.
I love it. I will admit it. I'm enough of a scoundrel to actually love that.
Yep. I am the master of bad puns. It is my role. In real life I am secretly a ragabash.
Oh, that is so funny.
So does that mean you also
in
get
real life you're a yard?
That's true. Maybe I have maybe there's I have ragabash ancestry.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, so
no ragabash.
Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Yes. I'll go last, I think, so I can Pack Alpha should cover the way in.
Well, the first dog to go, shall look in the mirror.
You look in the mirror. It's old and dirty, but you can clean it off a little bit, and it gives you enough reflection that you can see your own eyes, and that is enough. You can go through into the Umbra that way.
I suppose as your role is hypnosis?
It is Gnosis, and this place has been obviously largely reclaimed by nature. So the difficulty here is only going to be a 5.
All right. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I get 0 successes. It seems.
Yeah, that just means that you will have to wait an hour before you can try again. And you have time. That's the point. So you
Frankie makes a sound when she fails, and then steps out of the car.
Yeah,
tail between her legs, like oh.
Barry paws at you in a kind of comforting gesture.
Just I guess
You're
do we all wait an hour then?
Ragabash isn't here. Like...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Let's see if I mess up.
I hope not.
Hey, rolling gnosis.
Let's see.
What difficulty was that again?
5.
Sorry.
5.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Oh dear. -1 success, so you actually get stuck in the gauntlet on the way in, so somebody has to get you. Somebody has to pull you along when they go through.
So
What
I do disappear, but like
The mountain air does not agree with this.
Clearly not. Clearly
all right.
not.
All right, I'll go next. Just stay with Boo and look after each other till you can come through.
Are you sure you shouldn't go last in case more of us get stuck?
Well, maybe, but in a meta sense, our Ragabash isn't actually here, so I might as well go next.
All right, I'll keep an eye on Boo.
Thank you.
I know you said that out of character, but I like to think that was in character. Just
Yes,
like
yes.
currently she is not available.
Oh, hold on. No, that's not right. Pool mod, nothing. Difficulty 5. 3 successes!
Hey,
Yay! I get it.
that
So
is-
I can pass through and grab Molly.
Yes, you pass through and see Molly being stuck in some spider webs on the way, and manage to get a hold of her, rip the spider webs, and still pass through.
Evo.
I
There we
hate
go.
spiders.
Yeah.
Spiders suck.
You
Not
end up
until
on
they
the,
fully webbed you.
and you end up in the courtyard on the other side. And basically, you have to wait there until the others get through. So
Well, might as well get comfortable.
we'll get another roll from Frankie.
All right.
If you
That's
want
your
to,
opinion.
you can spend a willpower if you really want to.
Yeah, but that's like a precious resource for me.
Yeah.
All right.
that's-
All
I'm
right.
still recovering, and
All right.
so Gnosis.
Gnoses. Oh, hey!
Yay!
You get through this time.
You do get through. Well
I
done.
snail my way through the.
It takes about
Yep.
5 minutes, but you do get through.
We get to like the internet loading, like
Oh, dial up.
So
Ah,
getting in there.
back to when I was a child, and the internet was still dial up.
And if,
Anyway.
if
Thank
if and
goodness it
when-
isn't anymore.
If and when Boo joins us, we'll assume that she made it in as well.
Yes, I can't easily imagine Boo not getting in, considering her gnosis level.
Exactly. So
So yes.
you guys made it through,
Yay.
and you are now standing in the Umbra in this abandoned farmhouse's courtyard, and it's even more dilapidated and coming apart in the Umbra. It actually, it's got a tree growing in the middle of the house, with branches sticking
Nice.
out the windows and so on. It's definitely reclaimed.
Huh. Well, I say this is an improvement.
In some ways, yeah. Anyway,
No, you go.
There is no car here, so you will have to find another way out.
Oh, so it has not stood here long enough to be like.
Either that, or
Mhm.
it's been completely demolished by whatever is in the Umbra by now. It's just rusted away completely.
That would also make sense, honestly.
well, I'm sure we can find like a spring or something on the way up.
Yeah.
Right.
All
To,
right.
to the top of the mountain.
Lead the way, fearless leader.
Well,
Everyone give me a... Let's see. It's either an occult or a... It's either an intelligence plus occult or an intelligence plus primal urge roll. You get to choose which one you'd rather use.
Makes no odds to me which one I use, but
Intelligence.
I'll go with.
Haha!
Hey, you get a success.
So that's the
Primal
intelligence.
urge. Oh yeah,
That was,
definitely primal urge.
Yes.
For me, they're the same, so I went with a call.
Let's see. Notice. Hello.
Hello, hello.
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 Welcome to the jungle.
2 successes.
2
We have
successes.
fish.
3 successes.
Oh
Look
my
at
god,
that.
1, 2, and 3 successes. So you all get some measure of successes here. And
Yeah.
and I'll just before I explain to you what it is that you learn, I'll just get Boo caught up on the situation.
Yeah.
Basically, they have arrived. You have all arrived at the mountain outside of the city of York that you were going to go to use as a way further into the Umbra. You have arrived there, and you are moving up the side of the mountain when you come across an old, run-down and abandoned farmhouse. And you decided to check it out because there might be like a trough of water or something in the courtyard, something that you could use to get into the Umbra, a reflective surface that you could use to get into the Umbra. And there was an old rusty Morris Minor standing in the in the courtyard with a functioning rear view mirror. So people got into the Umbra with a little bit of difficulty, but people got into the Umbra that way.
A little bit, yeah.
And now that they are in there, I have asked for either either an intelligence plus occult or an intelligence plus primal urge roll, and you're welcome to roll it as well if you want to.
Okay.
And you can choose which one of the 2 combinations you would rather use.
Intelligence occult, because that's a light bit better.
Okay.
What's the difficulty at?
6. Holy hell! That's an absolutely stonking roll.
Mm-hmm. Very well done.
Extremely well done. So, all of you learn the following, and then Boo learns something further. But you all learn that, or all remember basically from your training as you were still puppies, that the idea, if you want to go to a place like Pangaea, you always have to take the wilder path.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get to a place where things branch off, you need to take the wilder and more overgrown and more primal route every time.
Yep. We need to go the way where all the midge flies swarm.
Exactly.
Yep.
And Boo also remembers that it's likely going to be a long trip. It's not something that you can do in a matter of hours or even a day or 2. It'll take a while to get there because it has to be done on foot, obviously, and this is in an umbral realm which is notoriously difficult to get to.
Dear God, who knows what could happen in York while we're gone then.
That is a good point, but it isn't as if you have that much of a choice.
No, besides, we've decided to follow this. We've decided to do this quest. By gum, we must see it through to the end.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So you start moving, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that one makes sense.
All right. Remember what you're taught. Got to go the wilder path.
Well, that's the fun path anyway, isn't it?
Apart from the bloody midges getting up your nose.
So you begin to move.
Yes.
And I'll make a long story at least a little bit shorter by saying that over the next 7 days,
Oh yeah.
you travel deeper and deeper and deeper into the Umbra. You also get quite far away from the mountain itself. That's just where you started, basically. But following the wilder path, as it says, well, it's a path. So eventually you end up going back down the mountain and off it. And you eventually, after as I said, a 7-day period, you do get to a place where you start to realize you don't actually recognize any of the plant life anymore.
Oh.
In that case, there is a dog snoot in everything.
Yes. Lots of interesting new smells. Including from animals that you're not sure what kind of animals they are.
Even more interesting.
Oh yes. So Boo.
I expect the day being at least 1 day longer because she keeps walking off, following new spells constantly, forgetting what they're doing.
I think that's probably quite logical. Yes.
The rest of the pack just has to drag you back onto the part, well, not the part on the path, but dragging with the rest of the group. So no,
It's
this
a
way.
sniff, 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 squirrel, and
No.
then running off in one
No.
direction.
No, drag you back. Just
And it's never a squirrel. Every time you think it's a squirrel, it turns out to be something else.
Just imagine. Sorry, carry on.
No worries, go on.
Just imagine Barry leaping on top of Boo because she's so much bigger and clapping his front paws over her eyes so she can't see where she's going. And go this way, damn it!
You get
In that case, her yells of squirrel will become fake squirrel.
Yes.
Fair enough.
You get to a place where you again the path diverges, and in this case it's a fairly simple. It's fairly simple to see which way you have to go, because one way leads down an animal path which is well trod and used, and the other leads into a cave. It's not like a great big opening in the side of a cliff. It's more like you have to squeeze in between some cliffs to get into this cave system behind it, but it's pretty obvious that is where you need to go.
You 7 days. Can we recover willpower during those?
Yes, you can.
Alrighty.
In fact, you not only that, but you all end up with maximum gnosis as well.
Nice.
Because you spend a lot of time in the Umbra, and it's in a really wild place.
It's good. Excellent. Back up to full.
But as you get into the cave, you realize it's basically a we're not in Kansas anymore moment. Because when you get in there, you can see an opening on the opposite end of a. It's more like a. It's more like a passage. As it turns out, once you get in there, it's not a deep cave. It's a passage through something. But you can hear sounds, growls, what you want to call it, from the other side, like a large animal.
Oh, that's the welcoming committee, maybe?
Fake squirrel.
Okay. Yeah, welcoming.
Big fake squirrel.
Just get ready for a scrap.
What am I not?
I'm gonna go say hi.
Might as well find out.
Maybe it's
No?
a nice fake squirrel.
Yeah, what Boo said.
Not if we're wandering into its territory. We're not. It's not.
That is a good. That is a very good point. You are definitely wandering into something's territory,
Yeah.
and as you get closer, you can see it highlights it against the cave opening on the other side. That's a cave bear.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Them thar things be feckin' huge.
Oh yes.
That's a big boy.
Well, problem is, this is the way we got to go. So we either got to get past it, or we got to take it on.
Well,
I must sneak past it.
Speak to it? I don't know.
That's a good
Suppose
point.
it
I
would
mean,
be a
strictly
spirit, right?
speaking, they are spirits, all of them.
Yes, they are. So
Yes, I have spirit speech.
Yes, you do.
In
Yeah.
that case, let's try some diplomacy.
Oh, check if it has cups, because if it does, we don't even want to maybe notice.
If it has what? Sorry.
Cubs.
Cup.
Oh, can we see if it has cubs from here?
You can't see if it does.
All right. Right. All of you stay back. I'll go in alone and I'll see if I can talk. Only come rushing in if it sounds like it's going bad.
50 quid says you get swacked.
Whatever.
You'll
Doesn't
be
even know
fine
50
against
quid.
a bear.
Yeah.
So Barry starts to paw his way forward.
Yes. The bear looks at you as you approach and goes up on its hind legs, and it is freaking enormous when it does that.
Barry, by contrast, lowers himself to the ground in a submissive gesture and says, "We don't want to fight. Might we speak with you?"
I'm just going to show you a picture here, by the way, so that we have a reference. There you go.
Yes,
If you guys want to have a look at how big that thing is when it stands upright.
Oh dear.
Mhm. Even in full Krenos, it would still be taller than us.
It would
boy.
still be bigger than you, yeah.
Mhm.
I think the only one who's close to match it at height might be Boo in full Krenos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Maybe.
Still, but yes, he basically tries that. No,
Yeah.
he tries to talk, and again, he's appearing non-threatening and submissive. It's clear that the bear is the one in charge, the one with the power here.
What you doing in my home?
We seek a path deeper into the Umbra. This cave seemed to go that way. We don't want to intrude, but might we pass through?
Get out.
Okay. Sure, I'm backing up. You're sure you can't be persuaded to maybe reconsider? Can we offer you something in return?
Yeah. It steps aside and gestures for you to run past.
All right, come on, everyone, quickly.
All right.
And don't come back.
Your best. Your best.
It's too bad I don't have a hat, because I'd be tipping it.
I'm tipping it to the bear.
The bear.
Yes. It's milady.
Oh god, grows a neck beard.
It's definitely a boy bear. I
Okay.
should say. It's
The bear?
It's
Okay, Malad.
yes.
Or Malud, I suppose, my lord.
You get out of the cave on the other side, and the bear stands up on its hind legs and slaps the cave opening. You know, like the just almost like it's trying to bring down the opening over the cave so you can't come back.
Alright.
It doesn't quite succeed, but it's certainly not friendly.
No, but we're getting out. So.
Yeah, and on the other hand,
Be
it's
enough
also
for
not
my,
stupid enough to want to fight four of you at the same time.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was friendly enough for our purposes.
You are looking out into the wildest, most uncorrupted jungle any of you have ever seen in your lives. It is utterly, utterly glorious.
That's quite a sight.
With trees growing 50 meters tall and, impossibly thick, and vines hanging everywhere, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The undergrowth is full of bushes and flowers and various plants, again, that none of you have have ever seen in your lives.
There's something to carry in your mind for the rest of your life, and no mistake.
What?
That's not something I'm going to remember the rest of my life.
Oh yeah, this place is gorgeous.
So,
Sure we can't stay here?
no, we've got a duty to do.
Yeah, I know.
But maybe one day we can come back here.
A small creature, first one, then two, then about a dozen, come running along the forest floor. They just run past you. They don't bother you. They are a tiny, tiny, tiny breed of dinosaur called Compsognathus.
Oh.
They're about chicken-sized.
No, chickens.
And they're hunting
Fake
dinosaurs,
squirrels!
so they're yes, fake squirrels. So they are like teeny tiny little raptors.
Yes.
I chased them.
Yeah, I can see that.
They go squee and run away.
Come
There's
back!
something bigger hunting them for a change, but
Hey!
of course they are a pack.
Yep.
So the moment Boo starts chasing them, they do the smart thing and go poof in all directions at once.
I think she gets surprised and ends up running into a fucking log.
No!
Boo! Leave the future chickens alone.
She sits down slightly,
Groggy.
cross-eyed.
You see little,
They exploded!
yeah, you see little compies running around your head in a circle.
Those were fake squirrels!
I think they're closer to chickens. I like to call them chickens at least.
You think they taste like chicken?
I don't know.
One of them hops up on the log on the other side of you and hisses at you before sprinting away.
Oi! Little shit! I chase it down.
No!
I tried to grab her.
No, we haven't got time. We haven't got time for that, Boo. Stop it.
Get back here, you little shit!
So basically, Boo chases the compy and you chase Boo.
Yeah.
It goes on for a little while, but the compy knows the landscape better than you and actually gets away. They are ridiculously quick for something that size. It's basically I just want to point out that we have just had a future chicken outrun a wolf. We have just had our Roadrunner moment here.
I mean, it's not that weird when you think about the fact that Boo has been living in a city her entire life. She's
That is
not used
true.
to an underbrush to run on.
Exactly.
So it is basically the picture of a ginormous fucking Newfoundland running as if it's a puppy,
Yeah.
tripping over her own legs.
Pretty
Because
much.
I think
the ground is weird.
Frankie chuckles and says, well, it wasn't because nature cast fireball on all of these. Those would have been a problem in present day.
Well, this is a place where that didn't happen, so...
Well, then there'll probably be a problem in present day. For us, not,
Wonderful.
Right.
That's actually something I wonder about. Can these spirits get to a higher area?
Can they get to
Guess
a what? Sorry.
Can they like escape the escape this area of the Umbra and go somewhere else?
In principle, they could. You know that in principle, a spirit is not bound by the realm that it lives in, but it can be very difficult for them, or at least most of the time they're not bound to it. They can be. But so in theory they could escape into other parts of the Umbra, but they wouldn't thrive there. That's the thing.
What, you're thinking of adopting one as a pet?
That seems a little bit overkill to me.
Only if you kill it.
Still, Boo's actually not got a bad idea. It's been a while since we had anything proper to eat on our trip. Might as well go hunting for something.
Yeah, I'd prefer to actually eat something rather than smurry.
All right.
Well, let's
Not
go
to say
find
it's
something.
not good, it's just kind of samey.
Let's go find something then.
So you go hunting.
Yes.
Excellent. And it's not difficult to do so. There are numerous, smaller prey animals that are make for good hunting for a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
And it is quite apart from the what's it called, the fun of it, which is definitely a thing. It's quite literally exhilarating for any guru to hunt in Pangaea, because you don't get any closer to your roots than that.
Yeah.
It's like a constant bubbly feeling of joy to be hunting in a place like this, even to be there, even though it's also, you see the bones of various beasts along the way, and some of them are definitely dinosaur bones, and they're definitely very, very large. And then suddenly, oh, sorry, go on.
And someone in particular has been told to, no, you can't drag the fucking thigh bone of a ginormous fucking velociraptor with us. Come on.
The velociraptor.
No,
because
that
the
one
enormous
is even
velociraptors
bigger.
don't
You
fit.
do not take Nessie's fucking leg. Come on.
Exactly. It's you run around for a while, get something to eat quite handily, because while you may be bone gnawers, there is such a thing as primal instincts, and you feel very in tune with your primal urge in this place. Let's just put it that way. But you do get, suddenly you reach the edge of the forest, and you burst out onto an open plain. And it's quite sudden. It's like you chase a prehistoric rabbit thing into a bush, and come out on the other side, and the rabbit thing is kind of gone, but who cares, because you're looking at this is basically your version of the scene from Jurassic Park when they come out and see the herds of dinosaurs walking around.
Yeah, for some reason I'm imagining more Lion King, like it's the circle of life, like.
Yep.
And
Yes,
you very nearly bump into the hindquarters of a Brontosaurus.
Oh dear.
Which is a Brontosaurus is a herbivore, but it's enormous.
Exactly.
Aren't they the giraffe-looking things?
Yes, they are the ones with the long necks.
Oh, they're good eating. If you want to hunt them.
I mean, we've already eaten now.
Oh, we have.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've caught a few of the prehistoric rabbit things, and you've had something to eat, but it is
Later.
massive.
We are definitely bringing along some Brontosaurus steak at some point.
I like that attitude from the Arun of all people, I have to say.
Yep. No, I can get behind that.
Can-do attitude.
Yep. Yep. No, that sounds reasonable.
The thing is, you're not quite sure what it is you're looking for here.
That's true.
Does the dinosaur do a mind trick on us? This is not the dinosaur we're looking for.
No, the dinosaur turns its huge head around and looks down at you guys and clearly decides that, all right, you are carnivores and therefore moving away is a good idea. But you're also kind of small carnivores, so moving away at a leisurely pace is enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Brisk walking pace is your best defense right now.
Yes.
Who follows it in awe? Oh my god, it's big!
Watch out for the tail.
What? Ow!
Oh, boo.
Oh my god, it has a big tail!
Yeah, and they used him like a whip. It's very cool. Watched a lot of dinosaur programs as a child.
What, Jurassic Park like 100 times?
Well, no documentaries.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, well, there's not much else better. There's not much else better television back at the shelter, so.
Yeah, that's fair enough, I suppose.
All right, so we're looking for something. Well, I suppose what we're looking for is a kind of gift or something similar to a gift. So maybe looking for a powerful spirit would be a good place to start.
Something like Barney the dinosaur with a beard, like a mentor dino.
No, not like Blarney the dinosaur. Blarney's Pentex filth.
I know. Well, I didn't, but
It's actually true. In the world of darkness, there is a version of Barney called Blarney the dinosaur. And Blarney the dinosaur is actually a worm-tainted mokole, which is a worm-tainted were-alligator who works for Pentex.
Yep.
There is nothing sacred. Everything can be tainted.
Remember that Werewolf the Apocalypse and a lot of the World of Darkness games were
If you're
created.
happy and you know it, eat your children.
Yes. The World of Darkness was created back in the 80s at a time when trying to be as downright edgy as humanly possible was the height of fashion. So some of that has not translated as well into the modern era, and that's why a lot of World of Darkness stuff in the last couple of years especially has actually tried to tone it down a bit. But yeah. A worm-tainted were-alligator hosting a children's program where the children just mysteriously go missing. It's the most damnedest thing. And they're such lovely children. So sweet.
I'll disappear into the shadow realm.
So juicy. Anyway.
still,
Yes.
Frankie says, if we do find a dinosaur with a beard of some kind, maybe that's what we're looking for.
I mean, sure.
I mean, it wouldn't make much sense, but...
No, but, this place is pure unbridled creation. Things aren't meant to make sense. That's for the Weaver to do. So, let's go searching for
Well, what's the opposite of
powerful
a...
dinosaur spirits and see what comes up.
What's
Of,
the opposite of what, Boo?
What's the opposite of disappearing into a fart smoke?
Disappearing into a pool of piss?
Ew.
I don't know.
Something
Ew.
solid is the answer, and you don't even need to roll for that. If he is being incorporeal, then what you're looking for is something solid.
Maybe we can find a very hard cliff, Frankie suggests.
You're going to try and find another diamond wall for us to ram a train into. Why are you all still on that?
Hey, if the diamond wall can teach us to solidify thought clouds.
I mean, if we hadn't rammed it with the train, maybe it would have.
Huh.
Anyway,
Makes me wonder.
Let's look for something really solid then.
Yeah.
And
Triceratops?
that's not a bad suggestion.
What was it? What?
Triceratops.
Oh yes, because of course it's bone plates.
It's a running tank. Look at them.
Very true. All right, we shall search.
And you can, because there is actually a small group of 4 of them nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Just want you to look at him. He's just looking over
3
at them.
adults and a calf.
Okay, Boo, I know you're going to be excited, but please don't just run up to them. I don't want to spook them. That goes for everyone, to be fair, but yeah.
Oh no, I definitely want to spook the thing that can skewer me with its head.
That's a really bad idea.
Good.
Oh.
Good to see. Good to see you all. Yes, the sarcasm does not cross Boo's mind. Anyway, yep. Let's try. Softly. We shall approach.
You approach, and as I said, there are 4 of them. Three adults, apparently all female, and a calf.
Well, say hi.
Can I observe what they're eating?
Plant food.
Is there something they seem to be going for more than the others?
Yeah, there's a kind of leafy bush that they seem to be particularly fond of nibbling on.
Boo runs off to find more of it, and then tries to yoink shit up of it, and then come back with it.
That's not too difficult. It's found all over the place. You find out when you get it on your hands. It smells awful.
Oh, she's using her mouth, cause dog.
It tastes just as bad.
I can't tell what vegans are supposed to like or not.
Nope.
I'll leave that up to them.
Yes.
They're fucking weird, but fine.
Yeah. So
From the perspective of a dog, you're weird, but fine.
Yes, exactly.
What you got there, Boo?
And then I carefully try to approach and hand it like, here.
They immediately, when you approach, they immediately get the calf behind them and lower their heads towards you.
Yeah, I just,
taking up a defensive position, basically.
Push in front of me and then push it forward and then step back.
Yes. They wait until you've moved away, and then one of them kind of tentatively tries out the bush and then goes like, "Oh well, it's food. Nom 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 nom."
One of the things that Newfoundlands are used for is 1, saving people who can't swim.
Yes.
And 2, herding animals.
Yes. And you are currently in the process of herding Triceratops.
Yes.
Yep. This is.
She rushes off again, and then comes back with another bush.
This is good. This is a shining endorsement for Newfoundlands, isn't it? That they're so good they can even herd dinosaurs.
Yes.
There's also often you see them, they've been living at this farm since they were puppies, and now for some reason, the squirrels who live in the fucking tree nearby has found out that they're not dangerous and is climbing all over them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, that's a point of contact, Barry.
Mm-hmm.
Now, go seduce them.
She lays down, a little bit behind the last bush she comes with. Like, here you go. You like these things, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't trust you enough that they will get close to you, but they
No.
but they will eat the bushes when you move back out of the way. So you've established that much, that in their mind you have become the weird thing that brings food.
Yeah, and then she does the most fucking undangerous thing. She flops down and just lays in the sun.
Yes.
Turn on your back with your legs up in the air while looking at them and pant. That's showing your belly is usually a pretty universal animalistic sign of I am not a threat to you.
Same thing with just laying down near
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Like,
that's true.
yeah.
And
Barry.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, that's fine. Barry will probably come up and do the same next to you and just lie down.
Yeah. So you basically show them that you are not you are not a threat.
Yes, we have no intention.
Oh yeah, but not to them.
Well, yes.
Yeah. Hello. Can any of you understand me?
One of them turns its head and looks at you and kind of tilts its head. It seems to get that you are talking to it, but it doesn't have the intelligence to communicate back as such, but it does understand that you are talking to it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they are not known to be smart. Many dinos aren't smart.
That's fine. Yep. We are no threat. We wish to learn from you. You have the gifts. We wish to learn them. How to present a solid attack and defense against that which is not solid.
It looks at you for a while again, and then to the others, and it makes a sound, which is just an animal sound. It's not a but it sounds like it's a call to move, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And they start to do so. They start moving towards something, whatever it is. You're not sure, but they are going very. They seem to have a very what's it called?
Determined walk.
Yes.
We're going this way now.
Yes, exactly, precisely.
Mm-hmm. Do we follow, or are you just leaving us?
They look after, they look back towards you as in a sort of a kind of expectant manner,
right.
and half stop until they're sure that you guys.
Yeah. Right, we'll follow him. Come on.
Yeah.
Nice and gentle, like.
Follow the nice spearheads.
Be careful. I don't want to say something that might be construed as insulting. Well, actually, not that they could understand you, but still.
So you follow the Triceratops for a
yes.
while. Imagine a role-playing game in which that is a legitimate sentence. Follow
I
the
mean,
Triceratops.
This is it. We have reached the pinnacle of role-playing creativity here.
And
I guess Werewolf and Land of Og would be good places to do that.
Yes, Land of Og would be a good place to do it as well, I agree.
Though we wouldn't have this vocabulary.
No, you would...
Unless we were a smart one, then we might know 2 words.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Land of Og is not a game that is very conducive to being played over the internet, I think. You need to be able to use body language and facial expressions in that game.
Yeah.
But you follow the Triceratops, and they start to move in a as I said, in a very determined kind of way, in a specific direction, and they keep moving for the next 2 days, where you follow them through this unbelievable landscape, and you see dozens of types of dinosaurs and other wild creatures, because the Pangea is not... Pangea does not conform to, oh, this is the Cretaceous period, or this is so-and-so, or this is whatever. It doesn't. It's all mixed up. So you also see creatures that would have lived long before the Triceratops, and you see creatures that would have lived long after, for that matter.
Well, luckily we have a tireless pooch following them.
Yes.
It's fine.
You do at one point come across a pack of direwolves. Direwolves are not actually larger than a grey wolf, but they do look substantially different.
Okay.
So what you're saying is we're meeting wolves, but they're dire.
Yeah, they are basically your great times a few thousand grandparents.
Hi, Grandpa.
They
get-
aren't hostile towards you, but it is clear that you are on their hunting grounds, and they do make that clear to you. They're intelligent enough that you can communicate with them. They want to make sure that you leave their hunting grounds.
We're following these ones. We'll be out your hair. We shall not be hunting on your territory.
Then they accept that. They accept the premise that you are following a lead of some kind.
Okay.
And towards evening on the second day, for whatever reason, you actually lose track of the little group of Triceratops that you've been following.
Wow.
You suddenly find yourself on like a plateau of... It's rocky, it's not there isn't much plant life here. And they shouldn't just have been able to vanish into thin air, but apparently that's what they've done. And there's no other animal life around. You're left in a sort of a... It's like a rock desert, almost.
Are them like stealth Triceratops?
Yes, stealth Triceratops.
Yeah. You said that like all arrows that are in there, so clearly the future is as well. These were all like cloaks Triceratops. What to do?
Did anyone get a good sniff of them?
Not really.
If they vanished like that, perhaps they intended to. Guess we have to.
Maybe they want to take us here. But as for hard places full of space with rocks.
So we should search amongst the rocks for now.
All right. Let me see. I'll just take a look at one of your character sheets here to see what I want you to roll for this. Let's call it a survival plus perception check.
All right.
Not exactly skills that you guys are... survival skills is not necessarily what you have the most in, but...
Survival plus perception. Well, at least my perception makes up a little bit for that.
And difficulty is 6. It's just a regular failure. It's not a botch, at least. Ooh, 2 successes from Barry.
Two
2 successes from Boo. Let's see what Molly can come up with.
Sorry, what are we rolling? I blanked out for a second.
No problem.
Perception plus survival.
Yeah, survival plus perception.
Survival. Okay, that's 5 dice.
Ooh, nice. That's 2 successes from you as well. So
Nice.
okay. So basically, that means that I'm assuming that you guys aren't splitting up and moving, separately.
No, that wouldn't be very smart.
He's relatively close by. Right?
Yeah. So it means that between you guys, you end up finding a place which is clearly not a natural phenomenon.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's worrisome.
But it doesn't feel bad.
Oh, okay.
It feels like a place of the wild, but it's at the same time it's not a natural phenomenon, because what you see is you see 2 groups of 2 kinds of dinosaurs. But they're not moving. They're kind of frozen in position. And one of them is a Triceratops, well, just one, faced up against one of these here fellows.
Oh no.
Hi.
Baryonyx.
Baryonyx, yes.
It's Barry.
Yes, no. Sadly, if I beat this thing, if I were to defeat this thing, I would legally be changing my name to Baryonyx.
And the other group is one of these things.
Ankylosaurus.
An
It's
Ankylosaurus.
the be careful of the tail thing.
Yes, it is.
Yes. A massive.
It's the Mind the Club.
It's a massive mace tail.
Oh, yeah. And it is being faced up against a group of 15 of these things.
Ooh.
Oh,
Deinonychus.
I mean, yeah, like
Okay, Dexter.
that's the other part of the prehistoric chicken.
Yes, but this is much. The Deinonychus are they're much bigger. They can. These are as I said, there are 15 of them, so it's clearly a full pack, and not all of them are fully grown.
So
But-
what you're saying is, instead of one chicken being like a bucket, now like one Deinonychus would be like 5 chicken buckets?
Oh no, a Deinonychus can become up to 3 meters long.
Alright, I'm finding some coconuts, getting some oil, and frying this stuff up.
Because they are actually rather large. The Ankylosaurus is badly outmatched. There's no question.
Perhaps.
Oh.
And as you stand there and you look at these 2 scenes, you hear a voice,
Oh.
a female voice,
Hmm.
quite soft and gentle, going, "Choose."
Well, as Frankie says, looking around. That one there seems pretty solid.
Sorry, what was fighting the Big Berry?
The Big Berry was fighting a single Triceratops.
Okay.
They seem to be reasonably evenly matched. The Baryonyx is about 4 meters in length. So they are reasonably they're relatively even. You know, the Triceratops may even be a little bit bigger, but
Yeah.
it's but the Baryonyx obviously has the sharp claws and a maw full of some really wicked looking teeth. Whereas the Ankylosaurus is fighting a lot of creatures that are admittedly individually smaller than it is, but there are
many of them.
there are many of them.
They are used to being the smaller ones, so they employ swarming tactics.
They hunt in
Yeah.
packs.
Like we do.
Shit, they all have advantage on their attacks. Like, goddammit.
Mm-hmm. As in choose. When we say choose, as in pick who we want to go, or who pick who we want to try and help.
That is
Yeah,
a
pretty
good
much.
question, basically, but that would be a reasonable guess.
Personally, I'd be more inclined to help the Ankylosaurus, not because like there's like a smaller chance of it winning, but because it'll be a better challenge.
Frankie is also that way inclined, as she said. Well, that one looks sturdy or solid, I think she said. Which, is kind of what we're looking for, isn't it? Something solid.
Yes.
Or choice 3, we split up and like help them both.
No, that would be contradictory to the spirit of the choice.
Nah,
We don't
like,
know.
think outside the jungle.
We'll pull an Annalena.
Yes.
You can have this or this. This third thing.
Yeah. Aha. But
Pretty
what
much.
if we do not do that thing?
All right, I think so. Are we? It sounds like we're thinking of going after the little.
The little boys.
Yes.
So you are choosing the fight between the Ankylosaurus and the Deinonychus.
Yes.
All right. The Triceratops and the Baryonyx vanish,
Oh, interesting.
and the female voice comes back yet again, saying, "Choose again. Who do you help, the hunter or the prey?"
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Well, technically speaking, we are hunters. If we help the hunters, then we don't get as much of the meat, right?
I'm still on my solid theory, and especially since, while we're hunters, with all that's going on, we have been feeling quite like prey. Maybe it's time to show that even prey can fight back.
Yeah, on the other hand, we'd just be ganging up on a helpless beast. That's not really...
Yeah.
I don't know, it just seems a little bit too easy, if that makes sense.
I agree. Let's help the big solid one.
All right. We shall aid the Ankylosaurus.
The female voice comes back and says, "Interesting choice. You are not as wild as you think you are."
Well,
And the fight begins, basically. And
Oh dear.
the hunting dinosaurs, the Deinonychus pack, basically turn their attention on you instead of the Ankylosaurus, because you are a more immediate, bloodthirsty threat than it is.
That is true. Well, I suppose we'll have to kick some dinosaur butt.
Yeah.
And I'm going to narrate that because they are dangerous, but they are not a match for you. There are 4 of you, and while there are 15 of them, as I said, maybe 6 or 7 of them are fully grown. So you
Wow.
you beat them up and send them packing. And
that was disappointing.
And you do so while taking a few scrapes of your own. Obviously, they have those pretty vicious looking claws on their hind legs. But the point is, while they hurt like hell to get scratched by, it's lethal damage. It's not aggravated damage. So you can heal it.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Deinonychus get sent packing after a while, and the Ankylosaurus looks at all of you and makes a rather weird sound. Not sure if you are a new threat, basically.
We're not. I don't think we are.
Am I hungry?
I would say that you probably are. You've been following this pack of Triceratops for 2 days, and while you've probably caught something along the way that you could eat, you did also promise to not hunt in the hunting grounds of that direwolf pack. So yeah, you're probably pretty hungry at this point.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I mean, this place is the wild.
I mean, wouldn't it be kind of dumb to help it and then kill it?
Well, we just secure the meat, right? What?
Out of character. That's fine. I mean, I don't think. I think if I think the point is we're all hungry. If Molly is, then I think we all are because we've all gone through the same circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Either that or I'm just always hungry. That's also possible, to be honest.
This is true.
Being hungry is probably not that foreign to most of us, though.
No, and besides, there's. I think there's part of Barry that's kind of like, just because. I think the point is he's strong enough of will. Just because he's had the fact that he's not as wild as this place pointed out to him doesn't mean he's going to immediately overcorrect. The other point, he is also partly human, and
and we should know what it's like to be the underdog.
Yes, so we do. That's the point. So I think Barry will basically try to dissuade the others from now attacking it if that's what it seems they're going for.
Yeah, no, of course I'm not gonna attack it.
Nah, fine. We can get something else to eat.
Yeah.
Well, you could try asking if it has any secret it's willing to share.
Mm-hmm. Can you understand me?
It looks at you, and there seems to, again, there's that sensation that it understands that you are talking to it. But it should be said that an Ankylosaurus has a brain, literally a brain the size of a walnut.
Oh, of course. Okay. We help you. You help us. Magic gift of strong defense and offense. Or strong attack power.
You wanted to give us a buff.
Basically. I mean, yeah. Barry knows he's coming across as a bit of a tit, but can't really help it.
No.
You are definitely being made fun of right now.
I mean, he's used to that by now, so.
Yeah. And I'm not even the ragabash.
No, but you certainly enjoy pretending to be one. So anyway, yeah, he tries to get the point across.
The thing freezes up momentarily again, as if it's the whole thing, and you hear the female voice again saying, "You must choose whether to be hunters or prey."
Hey, that sounds like an easy choice to me.
That's an interesting choice. Many animals are both.
Chink. She's not gonna go for it, but she's kind of looking for permission, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, we may be bone gnawers, may be used to being the underdog, but
we're not prey.
Damn it, no. Gaia did not intend for us to be prey. We were meant to be her warriors. Meant to be her hunters.
Yeah.
As you say that, you feel empowered, almost. There's a feeling of strength in you as you say that, Barry. That is unfamiliar, but you sense that you are being heard, and it is definitely being approved of. And you can add a point of rage.
Okay.
Permanent.
There's nothing like nothing like feeling angry about everything. So.
Was that Barry or everyone?
Barry, so far at least.
Well, Frankie is in agreement.
Yeah, same. I think I think Molly's literally like her claws out, like, come on, let me at it.
Well, if the choice is predator or prey, we'll have to be what we are, predators.
Suddenly there's the sound of drums in the jungle.
Sounds of drums in the deep.
Yes, thinking of yes, you know the if you've seen the film Predator, then you know the drums I'm talking about.
Oh yes. But you, so you decide to attack it.
Yeah, I think he'll look at this thing and say, "Well, it's worth, chum. I'm very sorry."
And you did, I mean, the point is, you did say that you were going to have, admittedly you mentioned Brontosaurus, but you will definitely be taking down a dinosaur as a hunt, which is, in fact, considered an honorable thing to do in any trip into the realm of Pangaea.
Yes, we shall definitely make sure to. We should note that down as a thing to brag about.
Yes. And it's a fight. It doesn't make it easy on you guys. The thing
It's almost as if it doesn't want to die. Weird.
Well, very few things in life, very few living things do. But it's the thing that makes it very difficult is you realize just how bloody solid this thing is. It's incredibly heavily armored. And more than once, you have this situation where you slash at it, and your claws just glide off on the bony plates on the back of this thing. After which, it kind of half turns around, swipes at you with its tail, and promptly breaks a leg that then needs a couple of rounds before you can stand on it again, because it's feckin' dangerous.
Ah, my leg's on the wrong way.
Oh no, the regeneration!
Put it back!
But on the other hand, you do manage to take it down.
Nice.
And it's a worthy hunt. It's not this was not a helpless creature that couldn't defend itself. It put up a hell of a fight.
Howl,
And-
everyone, howl together quickly. Well, Barry, yeah. Ooh. Yes, you should definitely howl after having achieved a victory. But yes, we did well.
Definitely howling.
And it's, as you turn around after the fight, there's a campsite behind you. It's primitive, but it's there.
Huh.
So you're able to set up camp. You're able to eat.
How convenient. But yes, that's fine. That's good. We can definitely. We should save. As you say, some meat or some bones from the thing.
Everyone who took part in the fight, so I'm assuming that would be all of you, do get that extra point of rage.
Nice.
Nice.
How much rage do I have now? I have 7 rage.
Yeah, you're
wow.
starting to become uncontrollable.
Yeah, unhinged.
Unhinged is a good word for it, yes.
Yeah, I'm going that way too. I have 6 by now.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's a lot as well. How much willpower do you have?
Well, they used
I
to be
have-
equal.
I have 7.
Okay, so you are still barely in control of yourself.
Yep. Actually, that's,
Frankie, on the other hand, you're starting to lose control.
yep.
Yeah, I should probably get some willpower.
Yes. Yes. But let's just see role
Like,
play
I like
to
to think Molly's just really excited right now. Yes!
role play to accommodate the fact that you're now a little bit more cranky.
Yeah,
Anyway.
well, I mean, in this instance, it's probably not so much a crankiness because you do.
You just want
Yeah,
Yeah, more like that, actually. Right
There
now,
we
it's
go.
like, yes, damn it, yes!
a battle thrill.
Yes,
That's fair.
exactly.
That's fair. Yeah.
And it's the thing is, once you start cooking this and you eat it, it's actually quite tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Why would we cooking?
Dinosaur steak.
Dinosaur.
I
mean-
yeah, well, you can eat it raw if you want to. It's still tasty.
Mm-hmm.
I just imagine Boo laying there gnawing on her meat. You don't want to cook? Grrr!
And yeah, and of course there's a significant amount of food on this beast. It's even though it's quite difficult to get to originally, you do have a let's just say the bone dagger that you have, the fang dagger,
Yes.
helps quite a lot with when you need to get through the armor plating
Oh,
For-
awesome.
for carving it up, and so you have a pretty fantastic meal in the middle of Pangaea to celebrate victory. But more than that, you also have this feeling of that there's a clear sense of approval of what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
And as you have eaten some of this meat, you also have a feeling. It's not, you can't prove it as such, but you all collectively get this sensation that, yeah, let him try to turn incorporeal now. Just let him try.
Ooh.
It may work on others, but it's not going to work on you.
Nice.
Ah.
Now we are the top dog.
Yep. We're just
I
gonna.
love the idea of, what the fuck is that? What was it that? What did it? What was the fucking thing? We ate a thing with a club for a tail.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
after the fight, by the way, Molly's like tearing apart a fucking tree. Like there's definitely trees going flying right now.
Yes. So all we need to do now is just Barry just needs to live up to his name and yeet Molly at this this creature, and then everything will be fine.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll grab a car just to like add to my thing, like car crash, like crash it into him.
In other words, you get into a car and then you get yeeted.
Yes, that's the idea.
The
Mm-hmm.
mental images I'm having right now are hilarious, but I'm back to the Morris Minor with a Krenos inside it being flung at being flung at this black spiral dancer with an arm and a leg flailing out of either window.
Yep. In slow motion with the Yahoo yodel in the background, just to really cap off the experience. Yes. Yeah.
Thinking of that like fucking three-wheeler, that like Top Gear.
Oh, the Reliant Robin.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yes, the Reliant Robin. Oh, the
It's
horror.
It is not as unstable as they made it out in the in Top Gear, but it can be pretty unstable because it was technically classified as a motorbike because
Yes.
of it having 3 wheels.
3 wheels, yeah.
Hmm.
So,
It's pretty funny.
Mm.
So you sit there for the rest of the night and nom on your food and whether it's raw or cooked is up to each of you. That's entirely your choice. But the next morning when you wake up, the rocky area that you were in is gone and you're back on open plains.
Huh. Well, it looks like whether we're somewhere else, or I guess I don't know.
I roll around in the grass.
No, fuck it. I join Boo in rolling around in the grass.
Doing the dog noises as I roll around in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Grunt, grunt, grunt.
Yep. Now, what do you want to do, though? Because you
Kill more.
What?
Molly's like definitely shouting and like, let's kill more! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Ah!
We have things to do.
What things? Let's do the things!
Gotta find a way out of here now.
Who grabs one of the large thigh bones and start dragging it off? She promised George a bone.
Can we go kill the Brontosaurus before that?
No, Brontosaurus is gone. We have to go.
Yeah,
We gotta go and kill our enemies now.
Yeah, but we can find it. It's not that difficult. Like, let's just go.
Ollie, breathe,
Come on.
breathe, calm down.
No, let's fucking go.
You get to kill black spiral dancers instead.
Fuck it, you son of a bitch! I'm in.
Right.
Good, because those fuckers need some beating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What throat ribbon?
I am going to rip every throat. I mean, of them, not of. Yeah, like I'm going to kill things.
Very edges away from Molly ever so slightly when she does that.
It does look like Molly right now is on like a hair trigger of like say one thing and she'll just like attack you, not because she tries to kill you, but just because she's really excited.
Brilliant. So you guys are
Looking
for a way
adorable,
out.
like a puppy.
Yeah. And you're looking for a way out. Am I understanding it right?
Yep.
I mean, we've got what we came here for. We need to get back.
And,
We have our duty to Old Man York.
And yes, and Boo is actually bringing a trophy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, that's a good point.
Oh yeah.
Well, she promised George a bone.
She did.
This is true.
She did.
We had to bring some meat to make a dinosaur steak with.
Yes.
She promised she'd bring the biggest bone she could drag. So
That's a good
she's
point.
dragging the biggest bone she could get from that Ankylosaurus.
Yes.
All right.
That would actually be one of the biggest bones on that would be, in terms of thickness, would be a leg bone, but the longest would be one of its ribs.
I think she has a ginormous rib, and it gives her the creepiest fucking smile. Because it's pointing upward.
It's pointing upwards. Oh,
Also,
creepy indeed.
she has to lift up her head quite a lot, otherwise,
Yep.
her hind legs won't touch the ground.
Yep.
So, question by the way, does anybody know what like voice that was? Was that like the moon thing? Was that
The what?
the thing they talk about all the time, like the moon making you angry or whatever?
Why would I want to get angry?
Well, I just you know, when it's full moon, you get really angry, right? Like you get really excited and like fucking let's go. Like is that like a Barry? You know these things. Like explain things to my face.
Yeah.
Why-
That's not bad.
Why are you room for your timber?
What?
I have no idea.
She
what
spits
you
out
just
the
said.
bone. She spits out the bone. Why are you blaming the moon for your temper?
No, I mean you know, at full moon you get really excited. That's just the thing, right? Like
You do?
I mean,
You're talking to a ragabash.
no, absolutely. Like,
yeah.
like Molly doesn't know.
It depends. It depends on which auspice you are, because you're in a rune, you get most excited and full of beans at full moon. In my case, it's crescent. In Frankie's, it's gibbous, and in
Yeah,
Boo's case,
far
it's a
too
new moon.
long.
Yes.
Ah,
When I
okay.
can sneak around and no one
I could have
sees me.
sworn that was for everybody, considering everybody's always fighting during the full moon.
That's
meter.
because everyone's assholes.
Ah,
And
fair enough.
everyone's always fighting.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, fair enough.
So you, but you basically asked who the voice was, and Barry, the thing is, you don't actually have any idea.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea that it could be a loon, so a moon spirit, isn't entirely unlikely. They are fond of riddles. Oh, Gesundheit.
Yes.
That was really cute.
Okay, fond of riddles, yes. So he will speculate in much the same way. You know,
And
I don't know.
since-
It might.
And since, poor Boo has a heritage of enigma spirits, it's pretty normal for her.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about? People always talk to me. Don't disembodied voices always talk to you when you're in? That's weird. You're weird.
But
Come
you do
on, I
need
want
to
to kill
find
someone.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, it's just Frankie's impatient. She wants to get back and murder these unpleasant people.
Hold on, I'll throw you through. It's already late.
Now I just imagine, Molly picking up Frankie, and Frankie being in the superhero pose as Molly tosses her through the umbra and into the, more tangible world.
I must go. My werewolves need me.
Finding a reflective surface isn't that difficult here. I mean, first time you come by a small stream or a pond or something, you have a reflective surface, obviously.
Out of curiosity, Joan,
Yes.
would it be possible to travel through the reflective surface of an eye?
No, it's too small.
Fair enough. So, in other words, if you find a really big eye,
In theory, yes.
Like a Brontosaurus eye.
yeah, there we go.
You gotta love player
So-
finagling. You gotta love player finagling for things.
But I wanna climb one.
I want to get a Brontosaurus thing. Damn it!
Well, we made our choices.
You have watched too much Fred Flintstone.
Absolutely.
We
That shit
have-
looks delicious.
I know this is a hard thing to understand with our modern attitudes, but sometimes we must make a choice and live with the consequences of it. We can't.
Oh,
This isn't a role-playing game where you can make a third choice, hidden choice, so it's like a golden choice.
he almost did make it that choice.
Yes, almost. It might not have worked. It's like, yes, be serious. This is the real world, not some fantasy role-playing game.
As everybody looks at the camera.
No. Yes. So start heading through.
Yes.
Barry will yeet people if he needs to.
So you start going back through the reflective surfaces that you find.
That's the intention.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty again?
Difficulty of getting out from this place is it's actually very difficult to get
okay.
out of Pangaea. It's super wild, but it's hard to get out of.
Right.
So
I will.
the difficulty is 8.
All right. I will probably go last then, just to make sure I pick up people on the way through. And it might also be worth spending a willpower point, actually, everyone, to get out.
Yeah, I will.
If you think you've got the gnosis to make the roll without needing to spend a willpower, that's fine.
I have 4.
Boo gets out.
Good.
I had a necromantic success from that.
I'll take the
willpower
risk on
aspect,
a four.
Yes.
I didn't.
That was
It was like, plebs, you just have to do like I do. Then you won't get caught.
that was difficulty
8.
8. Ooh, okay. I'll take the risk. If I get stuck, let's see. Oh
You don't.
wow!
Wow.
Holy shit!
You don't get stuck.
Molly
I'm
does good.
super fucking excited. Let's go!
Everybody gets out.
Murder!
Oh, look at that. Everybody gets out.
Yep. Yes. Let's fucking go!
Woo!
Oh, God.
Let's go break shit!
When
That's-
you get out of there, you realize you have no earthly clue where you are at first, because it's a you're quite far from your original entry point.
Mm-hmm.
But you you find some what's it called, some road signs after a while, and one of them says Colchester 5 miles.
All right.
What's that?
I'm going to grab my map.
Colchester is in Essex.
Yeah, but
And that
who
means
has no fucking clue?
No, but that means that
We
you've moved
are-
quite a lot way south.
We're like near London.
Yeah, we are just off of. Yeah, we have a long.
Hey,
way
let's
to
go see Big Ben.
Hold on. Jesus.
Why is Ben big?
No one knows.
Yeah, that's why we all go see him.
He
Google
must be real big since everyone wants to go see him.
Google
He's a big boy.
estimates that if we were to travel on foot as human beings from Colchester to York would take us 63 hours.
That's not that long, to be honest.
That's just what 2.5 days.
Yeah,
2.5 days for like.
But
that
that's
distance?
active travel time. That's active travel time. So that would be if you move.
No breaks.
No breaks of any kind.
Exactly.
yeah.
More realistically, it'll take us about 4 days.
Yes.
Assuming we travel.
But you do have the option of going via 4 legs, obviously.
Yes, which gives us a little advantage.
Yeah, like if we double, let's say for a second, Billy, like turn that double,
Yeah, you can.
would still be a while. But...
It'll still
Yeah.
take you a couple of days to get home.
Okay, is there any way we can get an idea of what the date is from where we are?
Yeah, you've been gone for 9 days and all.
Okay, it's not
Oh, damn.
the worst. All right, I think basically Barry will say to everyone, "All right, we're going to be spending most of our time on the move, running to get back up there. We'll take some time to sleep. We'll take some time to hunt for things, obviously, to feed ourselves. But we've got to make sure we get there as quick as we can.
Yeah, definitely.
All right."
Woo! Road trip!
Road trip indeed.
Boo, try and stick in the middle of us, and just in case you see something that you want to chase after, we'll have to come after you. Molly, up front.
I would never.
Molly up front, like as you say her name, she's like already turned and fucking bolting.
Yep. Good. Then you, Frankie. Now you, Boo, and then I'll go take up the rear. Let's get going.
And you start making your way back home to Yorkshire.
Yes.
And I think that is a good place to end it until next time, and then we will pick it up when you do get back to Yorkshire next time.
Yep. I think we're actually kind of getting used to these slightly shorter sessions, but it's not a bad thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kind of, nice and condensed.
Yeah,
All right.
It's nice and condensed, and it allows me to stay mentally fresh while I do these.
Yes.
Quality
plus,
over quantity.
Very, very true. Very true.
So,
What do we get experience for today?
yes, you do. You get 4 XP for today.
Nice.
Ooh.
How
a lot of
much was it again for like gnosis willpower upgrade? I forget.
A willpower upgrade is current rating.
Just current rate?
Yeah.
Then I could upgrade my willpower. That might be a good idea.
Yeah, I was thinking the
You'll be
same.
fine.
That's 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I could turn it to 8. I mean,
Yep, I'm still saving up for Minosis, so I need to wait until I've got another 4 points to get 10.
Oh wait, how much
There you
did
go.
we get again?
Thank you.
4 experience today.
Four.
We should have 40 in total.
Oh, then I'm
Oh,
behind.
then I'm behind.
How much?
40.
Oh, I was down at 31. Okay.
I'm at 34.
Well,
Oh, maybe. Yeah, no, I think that's right.
Maybe I'll
40.
just spend like 15 and just get my willpower up to like almost max.
Maybe we should discuss what the actual number is when we're off the call, off the
Oh yeah, that's a
recording.
good point actually.
Yeah. All right.
I'm pretty sure that you're accurate, Chris.
All right. Fair enough. Well, if okay.
Because the thing is, you've been there for every single game session.
There's gonna be
Yeah, and
someone
I've
in the
missed once
comments
or
that's
twice.
like, no, it's 41 XP, and like, fuck, like we missed something somewhere.
No, I'm not gonna. That's true. I'm usually there, and I'm not gonna fudge things. So
Yeah.
All right. Let's we'll say it's 40 then. So you've got more XP than you thought. You could spend it on some other things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I was 7 behind.
I'm 6
I was
behind.
9 behind.
And before we forget, we should probably also say thank you to the listening audience for paying attention throughout this short trip to the Umbra. And we will see you next week, hopefully, for more It's a Dog's Life.
Yes.
And from us
See
here at
ya.
CharismaToAC, see ya, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.